you need to make less than $25,000 a year. Are you presently employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how are there children in your home?
Yes,
Another
Your
case, another strategic delay. The judge grants a continuance, but not without emphasizing the need for resolution soon. Defense points to a clean record, military service, and possible diversion. Those factors could matter greatly moving forward. Like, comment, and subscribe for more shocking courtroom stories today.
Dayton Smith is Judge Ricky's. It's a new case. Criminal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Possession of marijuana. No proof of insurance. Driving while suspended. Are you Dayton Allen Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your first name spelled Dayton?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, you've been charged in Butler County District Court case number 2026 CR 140 with the following charges. In count one, it's alleged that on or about the 17th day of April 2026 in Butler County, Kansas, you did possess a weapon, an AR-15 pistol, and FN handgun. As a person who has been within the preceding 10 years convicted of a felony under Kansas law, in case number 23 CR 147 out of Sedgwick County, and you were prohibited from being in possession of a weapon or a firearm, and that's what's known as criminal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. It is a level 8 non-person felony under KSA 216304A3B. A level 8 non-person felony carries a sentencing range of 7 months up to 23 months with the Department of Corrections and up to $100,000. As long as you weren't on felony probation or parole, or as long as you don't have 2-person felonies, including juvenile, in-state or out-of-state convictions, you may qualify for probation. Otherwise, if you're in a classification criminal history score A, 3+ person felonies, or B, 2-person felonies, you would be presumptive prison. Count 2, you're charged with possessing marijuana. That's charged as a Class B misdemeanor. The criminal possession carries the possibility of prison time. The misdemeanor only carries the possibility of county jail time. The maximum sentence on a possession of marijuana is 6 months in the county jail and $1,000 fine. There is no mandatory minimum sentence or fine that has to be imposed. Count 3, no proof of insurance. It's alleged you are operating a motor vehicle in the state of Kansas on a public highway or roadway when you could not provide proper liability insurance coverage. That's charged as a first offense as well, Class B. Usually a fine of $300 up to $1,000, up to 6 months in the county jail. And then it's also alleged that you were operating the vehicle while your license was currently suspended under 8-262, and you couldn't produce a valid license. It's a B misdemeanor, maximum 1 year, 6 months in the county jail. Because of this felony, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. Are you currently working that you can afford to hire your own attorney?
No, ma'am.
How old are you?
23.
Where do you live?
In Wichita.
How long have you lived in Wichita?
My whole life.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you graduate from?
North High School.
Okay. When was the last time that you did work?
I don't remember.
Who do you live with?
My mom.
Okay. All right, I'm going to appoint Jim Watts to represent you. Your judge that's been assigned to you is Judge Ricky. He is the chief judge in this district. The court date that he is given for us to provide to you is May 18th at 2:30 in the afternoon. That
Do I
should
have-
be a Monday, May 18th at 2:30.
Do I have a bond?
We're gonna discuss that now. Mr. Baca, what is your recommendation on bond?
Well, Judge, in reviewing the factors for the court to consider today, in looking at his history, he has prior adjudications that relate to firearm possession. And I believe he has an active case in Sedgwick County relating to a firearm possession. That causes a pretty good deal of concern, along with the firearm possession charge that we have with us today. I think based on that, state would recommend a $10,000 cash or surety bond. Also going to request an order not to possess any firearms.
What kind of felony convictions does he have specifically that warrant no firearm possession?
Judge, we did have those juvenile adjudications that we talked about, and I'm looking through here. In Sedgwick County case 21 CR 1573, it does appear there was a criminal possession of a weapon after having a felony within 10 years, level 8 prior conviction, and then it looks like there might actually be 2 of those, and the other one in Sedgwick County was case 22 CR 930. May 22nd and May 21st, it looks like those 2 convictions.
All right, Mr. Smith, is there anything that you want to say about your bond?
Like what you mean by that?
Well, they're asking for a 10,000 cash or surety bond. They're indicating that you have multiple convictions for this kind of an offense, and that places you in a higher bond category. And I just want to know if there's anything you wanted to say before I set your bond.
Well, like, no, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna set your bond at 10,000 cash or surety. If you haven't made bond by Wednesday, make sure that you visit with Mr. Watts. Is at the jail. And otherwise, you may be able to get your bond reduced if you aren't capable of making it when Judge Ricky takes a look at your case in May. All right,
So that's my bond for everything,
10,000 cash or surety, yes.
and then I could be released.
If you make bond, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before this hearing even gets moving, the judge drops a major reality check. Mr. Ballinger missed court, now has an active warrant, and is asking for a chance to get back to work. Will the court show leniency or come down hard? Stay tuned for every twist, and subscribe now.
Cameron Wesley Dyes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Dyes, you've been charged in Butler County District Court case number 2026 CR 138 with several counts of what we call domestic violence. Count 1 is an aggravated domestic battery, which is a level 7 person felony. It's alleged that on or about the 18th day of April 2026 that you did knowingly impede the breathing or circulation or blood flow by placing pressure on the throat, neck, or chest of a Lillian Dyes. And what makes it domestic is your relationship. She's either a family member or spouse. Count 2, you're charged with restraining her criminally. That is charged as a misdemeanor as opposed to a kidnapping. It's alleged that you, without legal authority, restrained her so as to interfere substantially with her liberty in violation of law. As a Class A person misdemeanor, it carries a maximum penalty if convicted of 1 year in the county jail and up to a $2,500 fine. On the count one, that is a felony, so it is on the felony guideline, Kansas guideline sentencing grid. And as a level 7 person felony, the sentencing range is 11 months up to 34 months with the Department of Corrections, up to a $300,000 fine. And then, of course, depending on your criminal history, if any, that would determine whether or not you would be eligible for probation or not. Count 3, you're charged with damaging her cell phone. It's listed as a criminal damage to property. She didn't give you permission or authority to take it or otherwise damage it. That's a B non-person misdemeanor, maximum 6 months in the county jail, $1,000 fine, and then it's alleged that you resisted or you in some way impeded law enforcement during their investigation or attempt to discharge any of their official duties under KSA 215904A3B5, capital B. It's what's referred to as interference with law enforcement. It is a Class A non-person misdemeanor. If convicted, it carries a maximum sentence of 1 year in the county jail and a $2,500 fine. Since there's a felony here, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. The case has been assigned to me. The first thing I do is make sure that you're either able to hire an attorney, or if not, that I consider appointing one to you. And then I give you a court date where your attorney can enter his or her appearance and obtain the court file of the prosecutor to review the evidence and statements in the case and determine whether or not you want to schedule the case for an evidentiary hearing. Generally, the first phase or stage is a preliminary hearing. All right, so your court date with me will be June 1st at 2:30. Then I need to establish a bond for you and figure out whether or not you are in a position financially that you can hire an attorney, or whether or not you would qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Frankly, for a court-appointed attorney, you need to make less than $25,000 a year. Are you presently employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how are there children in your home?
Yes, Your Honor. That's one thing I would like you to take in consideration when setting my bond. I have 5 small kids that I'm responsible for supporting, all of them from 8 years old to 1. So me being in here is very crucial to their livelihood and supporting them.
So Lillian Dyes is the victim, alleged victim in all these cases. Is she your wife? Is she the mother of these children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is there someone or someplace you can go live till all this can get sorted out through the court
Yes,
system? Where would
yes,
you be able to go live?
my parents, and they're the ones that I'm going to call to bond me out today.
Okay. Where are you employed, sir?
Or a foreign and more.
What is it?
Or a foreign and more.
Flooring?
Yes.
Okay.
Things get interesting here. Mr. Ballinger explains he was helping his mother and claims he has stayed out of trouble since 2023. But when the judge learns another warrant led to his arrest, the story gets more complicated. Do you believe he's turned his life around? Or is there more beneath the surface?
Do you know how much did you make last year?
It was under 20,000.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to appoint Jim Watts to represent you. Now we need to talk about bond amount and conditions. Obviously, initially the conditions will be no contact with Lillian for now, and you cannot cohabitate or live with her. As far as your children are concerned, as long as they aren't witnesses in the case, you can arrange through a third party to see your children, like through your parents. But make sure no one is trying to talk to her about this case or harassing her or trying to influence her in any way, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was alcohol involved in this incident?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm also going to order that you drink or consume no alcohol. And if you can't do that on your own, you need to go get help.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Baca, what is your recommendation on bond?
Well, Judge, we do have a person felony and a person misdemeanor. Also want to let the court know it doesn't really seem to be the first time similar incidents have occurred. He has 2 prior misdemeanor convictions, one for battery and one for domestic battery. That causes a pretty good concern from the state. At least as far as I can tell, the children were also present during this incident. So based on all of that, state is requesting at least a minimum 10,000 cash or surety bond with, yes, as the court anticipated, no contact orders with any victims or witnesses.
Okay. How long ago was the battery or DV battery? Do you know?
So it happened in 2019, but I didn't get convicted until 23.
Okay. Was it with the same? Was
No,
it with
ma'am.
your wife? Okay.
No, ma'am. My ex-wife.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at 3,500 cash or surety. But I am going to put a GPS on you and a scram unit to make sure that you aren't around places that you shouldn't be, which is at Lillian's residence or where she may be, and that you're not consuming alcohol. It will detect any alcohol consumption and notify authorities right away. So will the GPS if you go into any close proximity to Lillian. Okay?
One question, Your Honor.
Yes.
The bond is, how much up front is that? Is that 10%?
Yes, at least. Yeah. That's pretty standard. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We are adjourned.
Judge, what was his case number? I didn't catch it.
It is 2026 CR 138. I may have not said. Sorry.
You're fine, thank you.
6 CR 138. Mr. Mitchell,
Yes, ma'am.
it looks like Judge Rickey sentenced you back in
January.
January of this year. And then,
I failed to check in with probation.
yep. And so there must be a probation violation warrant. It has not made.
In the end, the judge balances accountability with opportunity. Instead of immediate jail time, Mr. Ballinger receives probation, financial penalties, and a clear path toward getting his license reinstated. One decision could change his future. Like, share, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom stories and legal breakdowns.